Hi, this is Tom Nenemaker with Airmere Corporation. Today I'm going to show you how to set up Quantower to trade Apex accounts or any Rhythmic based account really. So the first thing we want to do is go to quantower.com and we want to download the software. So you can go to quantower.com and I think there's a link for download right here. And I'm on a Windows 64-bit computer, so I downloaded that. I already installed it, but just go through the installation and get it on your computer. It may ask you to install a Windows.net runtime if your computer has an old one or doesn't have it installed. So go ahead and do that. Get the program running, and then now we're logged in. This is a default. And when you start it, it'll ask for DX feed or Binance, I think it is. So I just do DX feed. I think Binance has something to do with crypto. So just do the DX feed. So once we have that, this is kind of the default that it starts with. So what we want to do is you see all these connections up here. You can click on one of them, and this is your connections. So let's find Rhythmic. And I've already got my username, password in here, but just look it up. And if you're doing Apex, there's a long server list. Make sure you pick the closest one. There's a whole bunch of them, different servers, but I'm on Apex, so I do the Apex, and Chicago is the closest one to me. I'm actually in Colorado, but close enough, right? So I'll connect, and once we get a connection, we will have we'll be good to go. Give it a minute. Okay, it's now connected. So we can close this. And if we come up here again, we can click on it. We want to make sure that this is starred so we can, it'll always be here. So there we have our Rhythmic connection. So now we want to close this. Actually, we can right click on it and create a new one. I already created one, but let's just start from scratch. So create a new workspace. I'll call it test or whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to use a blank template. I'm not going to use anything else. So now we've got our blank workspace. So the first thing we want to do is do a chart. If you don't know what these are for, just click on this and it'll kind of give you an explanation of what they all are. So we're going to do two charts. And I'll just put one up here and put one up here. You can see they kind of snap to position. I'll make it more full screen. And I'm on, I like trading ES. I'll do the June contract for 2024. Make sure it's the right one. That's the one. And then this one will be NQM4. There it is. Okay, so now we've got our NQ and ES charts. Great. So now we can start trading, right? One thing I'll do on the chart is see there's an arrow here. I'll just click over to the end. And now I want to click on this thing, show quick trading bar, and we'll get back to that later. But I've got multiple Apex accounts, so how do I trade those? Well, it says a trade copier built in, and this is the free version, remember. So let's go to copy trading and create a copier, and let's do a new one. So we'll just click new bot, you can give it a name, and then you have a master account. So just pick one, and then actually I forgot to add more of them. This is new bot. So we got to add some more, and I've got multiple accounts, and it'll tell you. And you can do multipliers if you want. Percentage multipliers about the same. And then once you save it, now these will all copy. So then to turn it on, you just hit run, and there it is. So now it's working. So now you've got your trade copying set up. Now I'm going to turn it off because I've got another one all set. I'll just turn that one on. So now the trade copier is working for the accounts I've got at Apex. So now we looks like the market's selling off. It's Friday before a holiday weekend. Okay, so one thing I like to do is put a stop loss and a target profit. So you can put a stop, and for NQ, I'll use about a 15-point stop, and or that's tick, so I need to go times 4. So 60 for the stops, and for the take profit, I think we'll go 41. 40 is 10 points, so that's gives an extra point to help pay for the commissions and stuff. So anyway, so that's your template. So if I say I'm going to buy down here, actually let me use the mouse. So this mouse trading is really cool. So if I click on here, now if I left click, it's a buy, right click, it's a sell. So if it's above the market, a buy is a stop and a sell is a limit. If it's below the market, a buy is a limit and a sell is a stop. So say I want to put a buy here, or maybe just do a sell way up here. So now you can see it's got the take profit, their target profit, and the stop loss already ready to go. Now you can move these, just drag them to where you want them. And even this whole thing will move it up and down. Just click the X to cancel it. But you can see it's got your bracket order all set. And I'm not going to show those again. Oh, we're really selling off now. Look at that. Okay. All right, so that's kind of cool. But then when once you have that, you can right click and go save order template and give it a name. Now I've already got one, so if I want to bring up, you can see I have a couple of templates here already. So if I want to do a hyper scalp, I'll just apply that. And now this is all set. So if I want to scalp this, say I want to do, oh, if I'll do a sell here or not. Let's see, look like it's rallying. I'll just do a sell here, see if it gets filled. And you can expand this. I don't know if it's going to get filled or not. Boom. And I think I got my stop hit. Yep, I did. All right, so I'll just do another one just on the way up. So if it goes above here, then it'll get filled. Set a little bit extra profit to cover that last one. Okay, and that one got filled too. So that was based on these 5-tick profit and stops, or profit and stop that we have set. You can see it just sets out the bracket orders for you, and it was on multiple accounts. So that's how you can do copy trading without paying for a copier with the free Quantower license. It's pretty easy to use. Again, you can pull up different templates for your brackets of your profit target and your stop loss. And I like the mouse trading for setting your things. You can also just, use this for buy at the S, buy at the bid, buy market. If you're in a position, you can flatten. I'll do all these things, cancel orders, all the normal stuff you'd expect, change the number of contracts and all that. So basic order entry stuff for connecting to your Apex account with Rhythmic. Won't work with Trade has to use Rhythmic. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it and have a great weekend and see you soon. Thanks.